Well, we've escaped New Denver. We are now in possession of a generator. We have a full tank of gas, and we are close to Bedford Falls. So things are going just like we expected. Camped out last night. It was a cold one, 19 degrees, something like that. But we managed. Today we're headed into the city of Bedford Falls. We're in Rosewood just yesterday. And then we're getting pretty close, I'm hoping. My name is Drunkonlife. This is Project Zomboid, Act II of Aaron's story. I'm not exactly sure what episode it was if you were going to go long form, but this is episode 2 otherwise. The backstory so far is Aaron was on a fishing trip with his buddy when the apocalypse happened. They got separated somehow. He left New Denver, headed to the fishing cabin where they were supposed to meet up at. Hasn't seen any signs of life so far. And there we go. Should I leave them? I'm not going to leave them. I'm going to go ahead and run them over. Looks like there's about 20 of them. Now, I've heard I wouldn't usually run through these zombies with the car that I'm hoping to keep forever. This is like my forever car. But anything over 10 is just pretty much suicide in this game. And I'm saying that as a Project Zomboid veteran. It's funny, when I first started Build 41, anything over 3 was suicide. But I've grown accustomed. It's gotten a little bit easier. The fact that we're running with a spear that's so friggin'... Our spears are beautiful. They're big and they're beautiful. Here we go, just a couple more. 1, 2. Yeah, we can finish these guys off. Maybe there might be a crawler in there, but for the most part. Yeah, I wouldn't normally run them over. I've heard stories of punctured gas tanks from running over too many zombies, and that would suck. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's either run them over or leave them be, and I don't want to leave them be because I think I'm going to be camping out fairly close. Yeah. So anyway, Aaron, he left New Denver, headed to the fishing cabin that was in between New Denver and Slocum Lake. We built it up, but he hasn't seen any signs of life so far, and he's starting to go nuts, being all alone in isolation with nothing but the dead around you. That was 5 months ago. He's literally been alone for 5 months, not talking to anybody. Doesn't even have a Wilson, no volleyball to paint on or anything. So after 5 months, he made the decision to leave his compound and venture out into the world for maybe some signs of life. That's what he's hoping for. So that's what we've been up to so far. And there was a... Wow. How it didn't turn on me, I don't know. Now, I've added a couple new mods to this. I'm going to leave them as surprises. And here we go. If I turn right here, I'll be heading into Bedford Falls. So we're going to park. I think what we're going to do is maybe do a campsite right here. Around the edge. It's far enough away to where we won't drag any zombies. Close enough to where we can just completely go in. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and set up our stuff. And while we do that, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I actually have a Steam page as well as a review page that I've been kind of setting up. Believe it or not, I play other games other than Project Zomboid. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Sim Cities. I do city builders as well as zombie survival games or whatnot. And I've been just banging the heck out of Bannerlord. It's a very addictive game. But anyway, there's a link down below if you'd like to maybe become friends on Steam or even join my curated review page. That'd be awesome. I'm going to work on it. Of course, I also stream on Twitch, so you can always join me there at twitch.tv/Drunkonlife. I actually, ironically enough, even though YouTube, I have more views and more subscribers, ironically enough, I consider myself more of a streamer than a YouTuber. Is that even a word? So you can always check me out there at Twitch as well. It's twitch.com/Drunkonlife. I'm there, and there's a Discord page as well that I have. Doing all sorts of public announcements, aren't I? PSAs. There is a Discord. I have a Discord that I run as well. When we do get a multiplayer in Project Zomboid, there will be another server that I'll start. And we have a nice little group already that's in there that just talks mostly a lot of Project Zomboid, a lot of BS as well. There's memes and all that junk. All the stuff you would expect from a Discord. from a near famous YouTuber. All right, so we got all this stuff. What else do I need to grab? Go ahead and move that wood axe back. These backpacks, we're going to go ahead and pull the backpacks because our campsite's basically going to be a place for a fire, a tent, and then a couple backpacks thrown. Got a backpack of guns and ammunition. I have a backpack of food as well. All right, so we're getting close. We're getting very close here. So we have our campsite done. Ugh, almost hit something. Done our campsite outside the city, and we're going to venture in. We're going to go right to the edge. We have 2 points of interest just inside the city we want to investigate. One, there is a grocery store right on the outskirts. And that's gunfire. Huh. Well, that could be a person of interest. Aaron's is definitely interested in hearing that. Sounds like quite a bit of gunfire. Huh. Maybe it's military, perhaps? Maybe a single survivor like himself. He doesn't know. Like I said, there's a grocery store. It should be right beyond here. And as you can see, the cars are just way overpowering. The one downside to that gunfire that's going on right now are the zombies that are going to be coming. It sounds like it's coming from the insane asylum, which is like right around the corner. Go ahead and grab those matches. Yeah, see, look. Bringing them in. The gunshot just went silent, which is kind of concerning. Could this just be a case of Aaron getting here just a little too late? Oh, come on. One of the problems with the new update now is that they can hit you with weird angles. You can miss with weird angles now. Go ahead and grab this guy. These guys are all slow. What about over here? We can investigate. That police car might actually have ammo. Now, this is actually a really good spot, and it's part of the reason why I came here first rather than going to Muldraugh or Fort Redstone, is I can max out my metalworking pretty quickly. There's a group of houses up to the right to the north of here that's going to have propane tanks. And we have a lot of torches as it is already. So we should be able to clear it out. Now, if you go further down this road, there's going to be a library. That's our second point of interest. It's a little walk, and I don't know if we'll make it today. I'm just kind of scoping out the beginning parts of this town. And this place is going to be teeming with zombies. I was kind of on the fence on as to whether I should come here or not. Because how big Bedford Falls is and the amount of zombies can do a real big performance hit as far as the game is concerned. But I figure if it gets too bad, I'll just back out. Yeah, so right beyond the grocery store, which is going to be right on that corner right next to the apartment complex. There's a grocery store. We're probably not going to be able to... what we'll be able to do is eat while we're here. And I figured that this might be 2, 3, or 4 episodes, because I'm going to do one where we're basically tearing down these cars. If need be, right down the street there's a gas station as well, but I don't know if we'll make it there. There's just too many cars. We might be able to, or too many wrecks. We're definitely going to go to the library, though. There's also a military compound here in Bedford Falls, but that's going to be to the far north. And anybody that's been in Bedford Falls will tell you, with all the car wrecks and stuff, it makes it almost impossible to get to without, making it a walk. There is a lot of, risk-reward there. But I don't know. Just me, or I'm seeing a lot more toilet paper in this game now. Nice little group right there. And this is going to be one of these deals where we have to go nice and slow. There's one. There's 2. I gotta say, this spear is just badass. I want to make sure that gotta make sure there's nothing around me. One of the new things that they've done is the obscurity, obscuring like your view is like a thing now. So you could think that you're safe, but you're not. Anything in here? No. Nothing for me to dismantle. Gotta pay real attention to that. There's 1, 2, 3 down there. A couple more right there. Yeah, I think that the gunfire, we're going to investigate it, but we're not going to investigate it today. Kind of took me off guard a little bit. Wasn't expecting to hear it. Okay. Lots and lots of cars to dismantle. Lots of cars to search. If we want. Beautiful. Now, I had a series not too long ago. I say not too long ago. I think it was like 6 months ago where we were actually in Bedford Falls. So I'm fairly familiar with Bedford Falls. Tactical walkie-talkie. We'll go ahead and dismantle that. Never made it up to the military installment. I know that Ghoul King had one. And he was just loaded down with ammunition and stuff. It was just a crazy, crazy amount of ammunition. It'd be a perfect place for us to acquire more ammunition, but man, I just don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth the stretch. Could be. And there's our grocery store. Hopefully there will be no alarm there, but it's hard to say. If there were zombies in there, I'd know there was no alarm. You know, zombies can set off alarms, so. We go. Looks like a prison guard right there, or a prison convict. There goes those guns again. That sounds like pretty far off in the distance. Make sure that there's nothing around here. There's one over there. 1420. Yeah, we're not going to have enough time to go to the library today. Kind of spent too much time setting up my camp. The reason why I chose a camp as opposed to maybe going into an apartment and setting up somewhere there is because it's far enough out. Let's go ahead and start grabbing this stuff. It's far enough out to where we wouldn't have to worry about maybe the occasional lone zombie, but not like groups. And Bedford Falls is a lot like Muldrow in the fact that there's just like a gazillion zombies everywhere. Now, what we'll probably do with Muldrow is we'll probably camp out over at the crossroads when we hit that, because we are going to go to the police station on our way back towards Fort Redstone. It's going to be interesting when we get to West Point. That's going to be the interesting part, if we get to West Point. We're getting a little bit geeked out here. All right, well, we didn't really grab much. Here comes somebody right here. Let me back it up a little bit. We didn't get much as far as groceries are concerned, but we know that it's there. And it's a good start. I see those angles, man, those angles. They messed with the combat part. I'm always nervous about doing this whenever they've updated something, because you just never know what you're going to get. And you get so used to being able to handle stuff. You get used to like the length of where you are in relation to the zombie when you're attacking them and stuff. Go ahead and do that. I'm a little bit overweight at this point. It's okay. I'm real close to my car, so see, I keep missing them because I'm Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and close that door. I don't want any surprises. So those gunshots, they've gone silent again. Kind of wonder what the story is about that. Aaron's gonna have to definitely investigate that. So one of the problems with our campsite is there's no water. The last place that we camped, when we were en route to Rosewood, there was a lake or a river or a stream or whatever you want to call it. None there. So there's no water source. So we're going to have to depend on grabbing water sources from inside the city. Luckily, there's apartment buildings right next to the Hummer. Here it comes again. More gunfire. And I think... Look, box of shotgun shells. Okay, very nice. I'm going to leave that nightstick. I don't really need it. I know somebody had mentioned to me that the nightstick does... has some really good crit chances with it. I'm just as happy with my spear. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll just come back to the library probably the next time. Come down here, maybe start to whittle away our some of these cars so we can get like a pathway through. Increase our metalworking. All that. This looks at least like a couple levels. Nothing in there. It's locked. Locked up tight. Dismantle all these cars. Because I think I need to get to level 3 for my metalworking to be able to weld, fix the trunk through welding. Yeah, look at that. They're all moving that way. So it's I guess the gunfire moved a different way. Wow, they're all coming. So funny. And I'm never used to hearing that sound anymore. That whoop. 2, 3, 4. Wow, there's a lot. The dangers of the big city. Just scoot over here. We can take these last 3. And then what we'll do is we'll, no, come on. And then what we'll do is we'll go into that apartment complex and maybe fill up our water bottles. Check that area out. Kind of go from there. The reason why I'm so interested in the library is because I'm missing some books. And since this is going to be a nomad rest of the series, I might as well go ahead and read up as much as I can. Who knows, I might be ready to rock and roll, head back to New Denver by spring. 1650, I'm a little bit anxious, a little bit thirsty, still a little overweight. We're going to check out this apartment now. So the plan was originally maybe to find like rivers and camp out near rivers and stuff like that, but apparently there aren't really that many around. I'm gonna have to rely on other things. The nervousness I know is either coming from not smoking, needing a cigarette. There are a couple in there. Question is how many? I see 2. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Try this again. Open the door just in case. All right. Be real sneaky like. He didn't see me. Well. Some people like to sneak. I like a more advert. Advert. Is that a advert? Another. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Overt method to killing zombies. I'm going to fill up this. Yeah, so it could be cigarettes. It probably is cigarettes, but it's also the fact that I have blood on my clothes. I'm hemophobic. That's a problem. And like I said, my plan originally was to hang out in lakes and stuff, like camp out around the lakes and things that we find all throughout Knox County. And then wash my clothes pretty much daily. But obviously that's not going to work. It's a weird spot to put a kitchen. A kitchen with no windows. The hell, man. Grab all this stuff. Yeah, there's really not much of anything. The chocolate I'll take. Just in case I start to get depressed. I have I did bring some antidepressants. Getting depressed is a real thing. We'll take this bottle of wine too. Why not? Drink a little bit of vino underneath the stars, even if it is 20 degrees out there. Yeah, and see right up there. Let's close that window. Right up to past the apartment complex, there's a group of houses, and each house has a grill with propane tanks. I already know this. Well, if nothing else, we've managed to kill everything. That's good. At least in this thing, when we come back, I'm sure there'll be more. And we're just going to head home. I know it's a little bit early, but one of the problems with camping out is that you have to have like everything takes time, you know? You can't just wander into a house and like lay your head on a pillow. You actually have to like do things like firewood and whatnot. Well, I got the firewood going. We got 20 hours. Very nice, very nice. Got the firewood going, but I really had some issues finding twigs. Apparently twigs are a thing. Finding twigs there are. I'm going to test out this radio thing here. It's a makeshift radio. It's not letting me do what I need to do. Okay, let's grab it. I think I need to place it someplace. There we go. Really weird. When you place it, it looks something completely different. We're going to test this out. Check the devices right here. Missing a battery. Do I have a battery on me? For some reason I thought I did. Maybe I don't. I know I have a battery in here. Here we go. So we're going to see if we can find the emergency broadcast system. Because, I mean, other than that, it's just ass. The radio's not worth shit. And see, there's not one right here. Huh. All right, so somebody in the comments had mentioned that it is 106 is the thing. It's 2010 right now. What I can do is maybe do this right here. I don't know if it tunes in automatically or not. Can't really tell. But it should, if that's the case, if it is the 106, then thank you very much. If it's not, then I guess I'll know that it changes. The emergency broadcast system actually changes from place to place. Maybe it's something I need to search. But see, I just don't really want to spend all that time searching. You know what I'm saying? Searching for a radio station of all things is stupid. I mean, since it's only on the hour, it comes on for 10 minutes on the hour every hour. This doesn't make any sense to try to do that stuff. Now, I've grabbed all this pasta, not thinking that I needed water. Isn't that some shit? Oh well. Well, it's 2040. My name's Drunkonlife. I do Project Zomboid videos throughout the week. Eventually, one day, once this coronavirus is gone, we'll continue to do that. It's also stream on Twitch if you want to follow me there. I might actually be live right now. It's twitch.tv/Drunkonlife. As a reminder, I do have a Steam page as well as a curated reviews site. You can always join it and hang out with me and stuff. I would definitely appreciate it. But at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys on the Flizzifo Shizzle. Bye-bye, y'all.